So I found this site called Sasha, and after reading what was written by Paul Smith, baby, I'm clutching my pearls. I'm not going to pretend as if I've never thought or heard this theory before, but I was caught off guard to see there's someone who alleges it happened. People are saying that Snoop Dogg and Diddy are more than friends, child. Courtney Burgess claims that he has several of Diddy's ex tapes. He also alleges that Snoop Dogg stars in at least one. So, if you're here for the details, then you're in the right place.
Hey, welcome to my channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. I am Sasha Renae. The views expressed are my thoughts and opinions over here. Everything said is alleged for entertainment purposes only. This video is covered by the Copyright Act of 1976.
Smith writes that following the surprise testimony and evidence of new witness Courtney Burgess in a Diddy federal trial in the Southern District of New York, attention is shifting to Diddy's associates who are allegedly on the X tapes. One of those names is Calvin Broadus, better known as Snoop Dogg. The popular rapper is a close associate of Sean Diddy Combs.
Puffy's sons and my sons have been best friends since they were 6, 7. I didn't make it happen and Puffy didn't make it happen. One night I was at my house and Puffy's son was over about like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, cuz, what time you going home? And he like, I'm spending the night. I'm like, did you tell your dad? He like, nah, my mom dropped me off. So Kim, rest in peace, was connecting my kids with Puff kids, and they formed a friendship and a bond. When Justin went to UCLA, my son went to UCLA. When Christian was rapping, my son was rapping. When he was modeling, they was flying over the world together. So they forged a friendship and a brotherhood that me and Puff always had.
Going back to the early 1990s, both are front and center in a federal investigation against a criminal enterprise, allegedly headed by the Diddler. West Coast rapper Snoop Dogg's name has come up repeatedly in discussions of who is on Diddy's X tapes. In a stunning interview with Courtney Burgess, it is alleged that Snoop Dogg appears on the X tapes with none other than Diddy himself. Burgess goes on to call Snoop Dogg a house dog and a double agent that was jealous of Tupac Shakur's success, and stated that Snoop and Diddy were involved in Tupac's demise. And
I want to ask you, if I may, about the sudden and tragic death of your close friend and colleague, Mr. Biggie Smalls.
I decided it was just something that I just wasn't going to really be talking about no more. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, it's just in the past. I've talked about it so much. I love him. I miss him. He's one of my best friends. It's a tragic loss.
But do you have any idea who killed him? No idea. Do you know who was responsible for the killing of Tupac Shakur?
No, I don't.
But you still feel the loss of your friends?
Yeah, of course. I feel the loss of my friends. I feel the loss of Tupac.
Burgess was a close associate of Tupac, referring to himself as his shadow. Burgess was pow-powed himself over 10 times in 2020. In April of 2020 in East Orange, New Jersey, and he believes that it was in a hit he believes was ordered by Diddy. He was hit in the arm, leg, and chest, injuries he still feels the repercussions of today. Burgess recently retained attorney Ariel Mitchell to represent him in a federal grand jury subpoena that was served on him just last month. The federal grand jury subpoena appears to be centered on media drives that were given to Mr. Burgess by an associate of Kim Porter, Diddy's deceased ex-girlfriend and mother to 4 of his children. The drives are said to have video footage and photos of acts including SA by Diddy and others against numerous victims. which include minors. Many believe that the drives and footage are part of the blackmail that Diddy used to leverage power in the music industry. Diddy has been repeatedly referred to as the Jeffrey Epauletter of music. Burgess states that Snoop Dogg and Diddy were real close and that their kids frequently went to each other's houses. Anyhow, in 1994, Snoop Dogg bought a home in Claremont, California, later adding to his real estate portfolio with a home in Diamond Bar, California in 1998. Burgess goes on to say that Snoop's heralding as a mainstream media figure makes no sense given his criminal history. He points to his being charged in a murking as well as rape of 2 teenage white girls as reason enough for him not to be the face of the recent Olympic Games. Snoop was also accused of rape in 2022 by an Orange County woman. The lawsuit alleged other victims were scared to come forward, fearing Snoop Dogg would threaten and retaliate against them as he has done in the past. Snoop Dogg was previously represented in his 1996 murking trial by disgraced LA attorney David Kenner, who pled guilty to criminal contempt earlier this year in a complex case involving leaking confidential grand jury minutes. The mess didn't stop there, with allegations that Kenner had used AI to write flawed legal arguments that led to a guilty conviction of his client, Pras Mitchell of the Fugees. Without going into too much detail, Mitchell's campaign finance conspiracy case involved having meetings at the White House with a casino magnate, Steve Wynn, and included testimony from actor Leonardo DiCaprio regarding his relationship with Malaysian fugitive con man billionaire J-Ho Low. If that wasn't crazy enough, Mitchell alleges that Kenner's AI system had misappropriated a song by Diddy as sung by the Fugees. Sources have stated that Snoop Dogg is involved in Diddy's criminal syndicate in more ways than one. As the federal case against Diddy expands, many speculate that other Diddy associates, including possibly Snoop Dogg, will be next on the indictment list. Many critics are taking a guess at who Snoop Dogg will hire to defend him. Seeing that David Kenner is out of the picture, Mark Garagos perhaps? Child, this Diddy stuff is getting messier by the minute. But now I want to know what y'all think about all this. Do y'all think that Diddy will take Snoop down with him? Y'all get in these comments and let me know. And I'll catch you on the next one. As always, thanks for watching.